Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today I have a 3-pile pick-a-pile reading, and our concern for the day is fear of abandonment. Now, I would like to say, please do not live your life by the tarot. It is you who creates your own destiny. You are intelligent, handsome, or beautiful, and you are kind. So please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. Somebody may be enlightened by them. Also, these may or may not resonate. Now, to my subscribers, welcome back. And to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. You are the backbone to this channel, and I greatly appreciate you. Now, you're not going to find all your answers here today. As a matter of fact, you're not going to find all your answers on any YouTube channel, but it's a good start for learning and research for your own self-healing. What I'm trying to do here is to actually trigger you to dig deep within yourself, try to figure out what has been going on in your life, and hopefully I can lead you to doing your own research and finding your own self-healing. So I have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Hopefully you have had enough time to choose which pile is actually calling out to you. But with that being said, I'm going to start with pile number 1. Okay, so this is pile number 1, and we're concerned today about fear of abandonment. Let's find out what's going on with you. So starting out here, we have the lizard. And the lizard is about caution and regeneration. Perhaps you are very cautious in your relationships. And you might even be a person who tries to regenerate them because maybe you know that something that you've done has sabotaged the relationship, and maybe you did this unknowingly. Possibly this is a cycle that you go through in your life a lot. You're very cautious with your relationships, but they still seem to be problematic. So let's go ahead and find out what's going on with you. We have the Sun. We have Temperance. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Knight of Flamingos, which is the Knight of Swords. We have the Strength card. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Moon. And we have Temperance once again. So I do see here we have several major arcana. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana here. Okay, we have the Sun. We have Temperance twice. We have the Strength card, and we have the Moon. So let's start from the beginning here, okay? So you may be involved, or you may be a person, you or somebody in your environment actually, may radiate this light, this sunshine, something that makes others happy, right? You might be that kind of person, or somebody in your environment is like that. You might have feelings for somebody who's actually warm and positive and fun, somebody who's successful with a lot of vitality. All right, and that's what the Sun card represents. So this could be you. Now I also see that you're a very patient person, right? You've been patient, and you are pretty balanced here, or trying to find that balance. But I do see that you are doing fairly well with that. But we do have this Page of Cups here, and the Page of Cups is about a new journey in regards to emotional fulfillment, right? Now, this could also be that you were younger than somebody that you're thinking about, or there could be a child involved. But what I'm feeling here is that that Page of Cups is there because something has definitely happened to you in your childhood that has caused you to have a fear of abandonment, right? Yeah. Perhaps you grew up in a single parent home because one of the parents was not available. Could have even been that you were left with certain individuals while your parent went out and did whatever, work or even things they're not supposed to do. I also see here we have this Two of Swords, and I feel that you're trying to make a choice over a situation that's very hard for you to let go of. Now, this could involve your finances, your money, and you could be involved with a Queen of Pentacles, okay? So what I'm seeing here is you actually may be this sun, this person who has that that bright light within them, you know, that bright light that actually attracts a lot of people to you. And you happen to have attracted a Queen of Pentacles where you have found this person to be pretty stable and financially secure. So you may have been or have gotten involved with this person. And you may actually be having a hard time letting them go for some reason, right? Oh, I see now what's going on here. You actually are not this sun. Okay, I am not sure that I even see you here, to be quite honest. So we're talking about two individuals here. Maybe even, two individuals. So you do see somebody as your sunshine, basically, right? Somebody who's a very patient person, okay? So next we have this Three of Swords right here. The Three of Flamingos is the Three of Swords, and this is about heartbreak. It appears that your heart has been broken by this person who is a very, warm and successful and happy. The sun is the happiest card of the deck. This is about finding utterly complete happiness in your life. But this person was, you may have put this person in a three-party situation. And this person may have actually, the reason why you're going through this heartbreak is because this person doesn't want to be a third party. Because if you're involved with this Queen of Pentacles, then this person is not going to interrupt that union that you have with another person. And maybe this person didn't know before. Maybe you weren't being very honest with this person. Right? Now I also have the Page of Flamingos, and that's telling me that you or somebody is watching this this person who is regarded as, sunshine, that light, that spark. The reason why I say this is because the person on the card is looking up at the sun. And the Page of Flamingos is a card of spying. Now, you could be a Leo, because the Strength card is a card of Leo, right? Or you can be spying on somebody who is a Leo. Now, these energies are interchangeable, okay? I see we do have queens here, but, on my channel, I deal with female-female, male-male, and male-female. So you're definitely going to have to place the people in the right position for whatever you feel where you need to, right? So now I do see the Queen of Swords here, okay? And so this is possibly the two people that you are actually trying to make a choice between. It's either a Queen of Swords or a Queen of Pentacles. Now, I see that, you know, the Sun card is a card of Leo, and so is the Strength card, right? So one of these people, or both of them, have a Leo in their chart, right? And this is why it might be hard for you to figure out which one is which. But I do see here that one of them has Earth in their chart, and one of them has air in their chart. But they both have fire in their chart, which specifically could be Leo. Now, okay, sorry about that. So that was actually a really good sign for somebody out there about what I just said about these two queens. But moving along, it appears that with this moon card here, you know, the moon represents secrets and illusions and fears, anxiety and intuition. It appears that this person who is hanging on to this Queen of Pentacles might be hanging on for financial purposes, right? But this person is also using their intuition in regards to this Queen of Swords. Okay, so and that's who he's trying to make this choice between, or he or she, you know, remember the energies are interchangeable, okay? And so this person is actually starting to, you know, realize these illusions, right? These secrets, these problems. And it appears that this Queen of Pentacles may actually, you know, be providing that balance for this person financially or materialistically, but who knows if she's able to provide any other type of, you know, help for this person. Now, temperance, we all know, is about balance and moderation. So she might actually be in charge of this person's finances, or, you know, whatever the case may be, or controlling it in some way. So yeah, pile number one, if this sounds like your story, then I'll see you guys at the end, where we can get some advice from the universe and hopefully trigger something within you that can actually push you to finding or going through some research of your own to help yourself in your own self-healing. Okay, so I will see you at the end, and pile number two is next. Pile number two is next. Okay, so here is pile number two, and we're trying to find out if there's any issues with fear of abandonment. Okay, so let's find out. Okay, so we do have, excuse me, we do have the dragon, right? And the dragon represents wisdom and stability. So you may be a person who's fairly stable, right? And possibly have a lot of wisdom. So let's find out what's going on here. We have the Four of Rods. We have the Empress. We have the Page of Rods. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Tower. We have the King of Oysters. We have the Tower. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Death card. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Hanged Man. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. Okay. We have the Empress, the Tower. We actually have the Tower twice, and we have Death and the Hanged Man. Okay, so let's figure out what's going on here. It appears that you may actually be in some sort of union, or maybe a soulmate relationship. Could be a karmic, could be a twin flame. You know, this is a card of union. All right, the Four of Wands is about solid foundations, stability, and celebration. So I do see here we have the Empress, right? So you may be the Empress, or you could be involved with somebody who is in that energy, right? Now this could be male or female, remember, okay? I do see here the Page of Rods here. And the Page of Rods is telling me that somebody is wanting to take a new journey in a different direction, right? Possibly setting out on something new. Now it could be this, or it could actually be that somebody here, possibly this Empress, is wanting to step away from this Four of Rods energy to, you know, take a new journey into another direction. Now we have the Queen of Cups here, okay? So another female energy, right? And the Queen of Cups is very nurturing, right? In normal playing card decks, the Queen of Cups is actually the Empress also, okay? But this is two different individuals. Now, just to remind you, I do read for female, female, male, male, or female, female. So you have to fit in these people or these energies where you feel you need to, if the story resonates, okay? If it resonates. If it doesn't, just leave it, okay? Don't try to make it fit. So we do have a Queen of Pentacles, and these are two different people, right? Now, the Queen of Pentacles seems to be looking back at this Empress. So, what I am actually feeling here is that this may actually be a same-sex relationship, okay? I'm feeling that this Queen of Cups is actually looking at the Empress. She may actually have feelings for this Empress, but this Empress might also already be in some sort of relationship, okay? It's not really showing any kings or emperors here. So this could be either two males or two females in these energies, okay? I do see the Empress is in some sort of relationship, and because that Page of Rods is there and she wants to go in another direction, she might actually be wanting to go into the direction of this Queen of Cups, okay? Possibly can't do it right now because she's in a relationship already, which could actually be a heterosexual relationship. Now with this Four of Cups here, it appears that somebody has actually made an offer to another individual, right? And possibly somebody has made an offer to this Queen of Cups, but this Queen of Cups has her back to that offer. And this offer, you know, she's bored of the offer, she's tired of it. And what may have happened is she may have refused this offer to whoever brought in that offer and brought in the Tower moment. And actually possibly just, you know, refused that offer and said, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going for it. That's not what I want. And it could be because her heart is somewhere else, okay? Now, we do have this King of Oysters here. Oh, yes, you guys, I missed that. There is another individual here, right? Oh, yes, I understand now. This Empress is actually in a relationship with this King of Oysters, okay? This is a King of Pentacles. She is actually going to bring in the Tower moment, or he is going to bring in the Tower moment with this Empress, okay? So now that I see there's another person here, now don't get me wrong, this could still be same-sex relationship, okay? But I do see here that this King of Oysters is going to have a Tower moment with this Empress, okay? And this Empress, you know, is wanting to move forward in another direction, wanting to work something out, possibly with someone else, but so does this person. This person also is trying to move forward and work something out somewhere else, right? This person, okay, I'm getting another story now. This Empress may not have actually been an Empress in the beginning, right? She may have actually been just this Queen of Cups. Now, the reason that she's the Empress now is through marriage, right? Because we tend to get married to people. We have to grow up quickly, especially if somebody gets married because maybe somebody's pregnant. Let's use for example, right? Some families believe, oh, you can't have a child unless you're married, right? So somebody may have actually gotten married in that situation. And this person was just simply a Queen of Cups. And this King of Pentacles may have actually, brought this Empress her status because of through marriage, right? Because this person may have had to grow up quickly, because the Empress is also like a pregnant, fertile woman. Okay, so this could have actually happened. Okay, we could have the Empress here. The Empress is Libra and Taurus. Okay, so this Empress could have either of those signs in her chart. She could also be dealing with the Queen of Cups. Okay, now with this King of Oysters here, an ending is going to come between this Empress and this King of Oysters. This King of Oysters may have wanted to work something out with this Empress, but I do see that this Empress is possibly not interested in this offer, this Empress is not wanting to deal with this King of Oysters, because this Empress's heart is somewhere else, I think. It might actually be with this Queen of Cups right here. But I also see here that there has been some sort of ending in regards to that Queen of Cups, right? Perhaps she did bring, or somebody brought in an offer to her to maybe start a relationship or something, and she didn't accept it. It could have actually been this King of Oysters. It just depends on where your story is, okay? I do see here that somebody has been waiting, possibly to give somebody an offer, but they were unable to, because somebody brought an ending to the situation. The death card, it's not always death or somebody's dying. It could mean that it's the end of a relationship or an end of a situation. But, the death card's not bad, though, because once something ends, something new can begin, right? Death of the old self. Death of this relationship to find a relationship that's more beneficial or better for everybody. So I just saw the number 2222. That might resonate for somebody out there, okay? Now, somebody was actually waiting to give an offer to somebody, but somebody turned their back to that offer because they're just not interested. And the reason being is because this Queen of Cups may actually be having this feelings for this Empress. So there could be a male here dealing with two females, right? Male may have had to get involved with one of those females because of due to pregnancy or something like that, right? Because we are all Empresses, right? And our soulmate is out there somewhere. There's a possibility that, this King of Oysters, that's not really this Empress's soulmate. Could actually be Queen of Cups. And yes, same-sex relationships, your soulmate can actually be of the same sex, and it can be romantic, okay? So basically what's happened with this King of Oysters, a tower moment came in with him, possibly even twice, okay? But no, scratch that. The Queen of Cups is feeling this tower moment because she has love for this Empress. This Empress may actually have love for her. And the tower moment came in for the Queen of Cups because possibly, knowing that she's involved now with this King of Oysters, right? But the King of Oysters is going to have also the tower moment because this Empress is going to end it with them, with him, because she actually wants to go in a new direction, possibly with this Queen of Cups, and wanting to work things out, right? An ending has come to their relationship because of the situation. And then we have this Seven of Pentacles, somebody waiting for something, okay? So after this ending between all of these tower moments, because somebody's going through a lot right here. Somebody's going through a lot of ups and downs. But somebody is waiting for something to happen, all right? Somebody also realizes with this Hanged Man here, it's hard for them to move forward because of a tower moment. This King of Oysters, I'm feeling, has basically been through a ton of tower moments. And in this situation here, this person has been in 2 tower moments. Queen of Cups has also been through a tower moment. And the Empress, excuse me, is bringing in a tower moment. So this is just a big mess right here of people going through a lot of lessons, karmic lessons, okay? Lessons that enable them to learn about things, okay? So this kind of sounds like your story, you know. I know it's not going to resonate every single part of it with everyone, but there might be some portions. If it does actually sound familiar to you in some way, then I'll see you guys at the end, and we will have advice from the universe, from Buddha, and we'll get some lessons there, and hopefully we can trigger something within you to help you to find the answers that you need for your own self-healing. Okay? All right, you guys. So pile number 3 is next. Yes, pile number 3 is next. Okay, so here is pile number 3. And we're trying to see if there are some issues with fear of abandonment, okay? So let's find out what your story is here. Okay. So we do have here, we have the quail, okay? Now, the quail represents protectiveness and group harmony. Yes, group harmony. So you could be in a family situation, right? You may be very protective over your family. Possibly even worried about, you know, some sort of abandonment involving your family. Something along those lines. So let's find out what's going on here, okay? We do have the Two of Swords. We have the High Priestess. We have the Lovers. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Star. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? All right. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. We have the High Priestess, the Lovers, the Hanged Man, and the Star. Okay. So what I see here is we have this Two of Swords. Okay. Somebody here is trying to make a decision over something, right? And as you see, what I'm noticing now also is we have the Two of Swords twice here. The Two of Swords crowning the Two of Swords. So somebody is trying to make a very serious decision, something that they're really caught up in their head about. And it involves the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is a person with sacred knowledge, right? And intuition. The High Priestess is somebody's lover, right? High Priestess is, is usually, a single person, works alone, has a lot of faith and spirituality and all that stuff, right? Somebody may have actually shared emotions in the past with this High Priestess now, okay? Somebody here is actually waiting to share those emotions again with this High Priestess, right? Now, we have 2 people here only, right? We only have 2 people here. We have the High Priestess and we have the Knight of Pentacles, all right? Now, it doesn't really say any signs here who's who, basically, right? Well, the Knight of Pentacles could be an earth sign, but we have all signs in our charts, especially all elements, so we don't really know specifically who that is, right? So moving along here, we have this person who is waiting to actually share their emotions with another individual, possibly this lover, high priestess, to work things out. Okay, because the Three of Pentacles is about, working something out. It's about craftsmanship, successful collaboration, and admiration. This Three of Wands, also a card of waiting. This card represents efforts rewarded, right? Also possibly success in business. Whatever they're doing, they're being successful in whatever they're dealing with. So once again, this person is going through this issue here, wanting to do this, but still unable to make a decision, right? Wow. Once again, we have the Two of Cups here. All right. So this is indicating to me that somebody is definitely wanting to make a decision to express their emotions to this high priestess, right? But currently they're unable to do so because they're actually in this Hanged Man energy, right? Now, the Lovers is about love, harmony, and relationships. So this person might actually be nervous to come into their lover, this high priestess, because of fear of abandonment. Perhaps this person has not been very good to the high priestess in the past. This high priestess may have actually let this person go, right? Which has caused this person to fall into this hangman mode, right? Now, the hangman mode can also be somebody who's going through something themselves, trying to find peace through self-discipline, right? Yes. Now, this person might also be trying to go through some sort of healing, especially with that star card there, because the star card represents hope and healing, right? But this person, while in the hangman mode, they're trying to pause right now. They're trying to surrender any kind of feelings that they might be harboring within themselves, which could actually be that fear of abandonment, right? Letting go of this idea and perspective that they have over, themselves, within themselves, trying to heal that and have hope in this situation, right? Possibly knowing they have this issue and wanting to heal from it before they actually come in and speak to this person who is a spiritual person, possibly a healer of some sort, right? This person is actually caught up in their heads with this Eight of Swords and possibly just waiting for the right moment to come in to tell this person they want to work things out. But like I said, they're going through healing because the Eight of Swords is it is a justice card, all right? Now, this person could be waiting for some form of justice or reason or fairness, right? So somebody might actually be going through some sort of something, right, in their personal life, apart from this situation, right? The Eight of Swords in normal poker playing decks can actually be the Justice card, right? And so somebody might be actually going through something within the justice system, okay? And from that situation, they are working on their pentacles, possibly trying to gain finances here in this situation, because the Knight of Pentacles is coming in with a message. The Knight of Pentacles is coming in with a message of stability to someone, right? Now, we all know that the Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving knight. This person moves super slow, and it's obvious why, because you can't make money in one day, right? It takes time to build your finances and your money. It takes time to find balance within yourself and stability, right? It's things like that don't happen in one day. It takes a lot of determination and effort to find this balance and to gain these finances, right? So I do see that somebody here is actually working on themselves, working on their own personal issues so that they can heal from these issues and come into possibly a relationship with a person with a clean slate, right? Not bringing baggage in, right? So if this kind of sounds like your story, then I'll see you guys at the end, and we'll see what Buddha and the universe might have for advice to help you on your own personal healing, right? All right, so yeah, I'll see you guys at the end. See you there next. Okay, so you made it to the end. Fantastic. So basically what we're going to do here now is we're going to see if we can get some advice from the universe, from Buddha, from our angels, our ancestors, whoever it is you pray to. We're going to find out what advice we can get, and hopefully we can get you guys to look within and do some more research on yourself to find your own personal healing, okay? So let's start out with the lesson cards, okay? These cards are pre-shuffled, but of course I'm going to shuffle one more time just so we can get that done on camera, right? We don't do this willy-nilly, do we? No. Anyways. What lesson does the viewer need to learn in regards to fear of abandonment? Here's our first card. Okay. Just put these aside. Next we have the Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power cards, okay? And let's go ahead and give those a quick shuffle here so we can see what wisdom Buddha has in regards to fear of abandonment. Okay, here's the next card. And finally, what does the viewer need to surrender in order to help them through this fear of abandonment? Okay. Okay, let me see. Feeling something over here. All right. So let's figure out what we got here. Let's start out with the lesson card. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So what I'm getting with that card is that, you know, you may have this fear of abandonment, but just know that not everybody in your life is going to abandon you, right? At one point in time, I had this fear until, you know, I figured out that, you know, there are a few people in my life who actually do search for me and look for me. Like, where have you disappeared to? They're always there, right? And, you know, you may actually be, you know, the person sabotaging your friendships, but just know that a real friend will not allow that they will push their way into your heart whether you like it or not. You can be mean to them, you can be nasty to them, but they're going to still be there. Why? Because they are your friend. They are there for a reason, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So you might have individuals actually in your life who have always been there. And maybe you might think, oh, they're here to use me, or they just want something from me. Well, put it this way. If you've never really given anything but hassle and pain to this person, and they're still there trying to fight for your friendship, trust me, they're not going to use you, okay? They're there because they actually like you, and they want to keep you in their friend circle. They care about you, Okay, so just know that not everyone out there is out to get you, out to hurt you, or wanting to bring you in their life and abandon you. This is not the case. Okay, so you might actually think that everybody out there is just going to leave you, and just trust that I know that there are a few people in your life that just will not let you go, and you wonder, wow, I wonder why they really do keep looking for me. Well, it's because they're not going to abandon you. It's because they care about you. They love you as a friend, you know, and they're there because they appreciate you in their lives, regardless of whether you're mean or nasty to them, right? So yes, let's find out actually here what you need to surrender. Okay, I can't even make this up. You need to surrender your resentments. Okay, so there's something that's causing resentment in your life, right? Something that you just are not willing to let go of. Maybe you're pissed off at somebody for leaving you in the past. Now, if that's not the case, if you feel like, well, I don't care if they leave, that's fine, they were not good for me anyways. Okay, well, why are you still having the fear that people are going to leave you? So let's dig deep here. Let's read what this says. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Okay, so this friend that might be trying to push their way into your life all the time, you know, is that positive person, and you might not believe it. Maybe you don't get close to that person because you're actually afraid that one day they're just going to disappoint you and leave you. Well, that's not the case here. Okay, now let's dig a little bit deeper here. Perhaps you come from a family that's broken. Okay, now as we're children and we grow, we do need both of our parents' nurturing in order for us to grow into, you know, emotionally stable individuals, right? Now, if your parents have possibly broken up, you know, while you were a child, especially during the ages that are vital for being emotionally stable, and needing both parents, if that has happened during those stages in your life through childhood, most likely you might be missing one of the parents, right? Maybe your father left at a young age, and you may feel this resentment towards him for leaving you, for abandoning you, right? So this could be why you are actually having issues with abandonment, because one of the parents left. Okay, now if possibly you were in a situation where you were in an unhealthy environment, an unsafe environment, maybe you have been put into the system somehow, right? And you might have been put in the system at that age where that nurturing is needed. Okay, so you could have issues with abandonment with that situation. Perhaps your parents have passed at that age where you needed that nurturing, and perhaps you're also feeling resentment for parents that might have passed, and maybe you had to go and be raised by your grandparents. So basically here, and maybe your grandparents were the best and were the nurturers and just fantastic, but because this might have happened during those days of nurturing that we all have to go through, there's phases in our life that we have to go through at certain ages, just so we can be emotionally fulfilled, and just different situations that are beneficial for us in our growth. Your parents might have passed, or something might have happened at that age, and you might be harboring resentment as a child, as in, why did they have to leave at that time? Well, some things are just uncontrollable and you can't control that, but you know, it's good to understand that the reason why you're having these abandonment issues might actually stem back from childhood. Okay, and during those times you might feel an internal, a subconscious resentment for your parents or you're the nurturers in your life for leaving you. And it's, you know, it's sometimes it's something that is just, you can't help it, you know. It happened to be those person's time to go, possibly, or your parents didn't get along, and it's better to separate, especially if they're not getting along, because you don't want to fight in front of the kids. You don't want to teach the kids that relationships are about fighting and being angry with each other. You know, the best thing to do would be to separate and, you know, try to nurture your child that way. Because, you know, some kids actually might prefer that. I mean, later on in life, they realize, wow, I got 2 rooms, I get 2 holidays, I get 2 birthdays. Some kids, you know, are fine with that because they realize they get 2 of everything, right? But there could be still that sense of harboring that resentment, you know, something that they don't even know they're harboring. People don't even know they have issues, right? So you might actually have some sort of resentment or issues with a parent who has left, or parents who have left, and you probably don't even know it. You know, it's hard to tell nowadays. It's really hard to figure that out. You know, that's just not something that's easily found out or understandable. But this is a situation that might be going on right here. Okay, I just saw 45. So that might actually resonate with somebody out there. Okay, you might want to look that up. So let's find out what wisdom Buddha has. Okay, let's see what's going on here. All right, we got a big long word here. We have the 10 card, okay? Now 10 is a number of endings, but it's also a number of new beginnings, okay? So there is a possibility that something here today will actually trigger you to seek more research on your own personal healing, and that's good, that's great, okay? So let me see, this says Padmasambhava. Oh, that wasn't too bad. The 8th century Mahasiddha wild man. Intense practice yields great results. This is a great card now. So basically, this is telling us that you seeking seeking advice from possibly different sources, books, videos, but seeking this, and also therapists, don't get me wrong, but seeking help from others and possibly finding your own answer, right? Because you're not going to find your answer in one place, okay? You're definitely not going to find your answer here. What you might find here is, oh, maybe she's right, and I should look this up, right? That's what you're going to find here. You're just going to find a little advice or some sort of trigger to assist you in your own research for your own healing journey, okay? So let's go ahead and go to the book. You guys know I love this book. This is a great, great book. Let me read to you what is going on with Padmasambhava, the 8th century Mahasiddha wild man. Mahasiddha are practitioner who reach a high level of mastery of their practice or craft. Once there, everything about them has a certain ringing note of perfection. If you feel Dharma viscerally, teachings seem to seep out of their pores. They accidentally say things that are exactly what you need to hear at that very moment. Doors open in your mind that you previously didn't know were there, and realizations burst forth like popcorn. They are so in tune to the way, so in tune to the flow of the universe and the dance of truth and life, that to be around them is joy. This might be in part why Padmasambhava could behave as he did, and still accomplish great things to be recognized as the saint that he was. Padmasambhava is a founder of the Nyingmapa school of Tibetan Buddhism, the oldest of 4 schools of Buddhism. He was an Indian tantric master who brought his teachings to Tibet, flouting tradition, causing outrage, and in general stirring up everyone and everything in his amazing life. Spirits, people, and practitioners had the ability to charm disturbing, harmful spirits. 13 times he called upon the spirit monsters of the lands he traveled through on his journey, taming them and getting them to agree to help him by protecting the teachings and spreading of Dharma, rather than be a hindrance to him and to the local people. All through his life he was a controversial figure as he used a wide variety of skills in his teachings: magic, lecture, meditation, drinking sprees, and shocking pants off his students. There are several accounts of his flouting of convention, causing such outrage that people attempted to burn him at the stake, but he emerged untouched each time. He is revered as Buddhists to his day for his gifts to the Tibetan people, and is considered to be the most famous of the Mahasiddhas. I just got chills from that. Okay, I've never gotten this card, but it is exactly what I said, right? This person would actually stir something up in somebody to help them to realize something, to help them to possibly have that epiphany or that realization or that trigger moment, to help them realize what is going on in their life, right? And exactly what's going on here. I'm here to trigger you to seek your own self-healing, okay? You can do this. I believe in you. If I can do it, you can do it, okay? I'm not 100% healed, okay? And healing is a lifelong process. But you can do it while you're alive here on earth, right? Bettering yourself, knowing that you can heal from whatever it is you feel you have a problem with. And if you have a problem with fear of abandonment, there's plenty of things or plenty of places you can go to find out how you can heal yourself, okay? So basically, that's all I have for you guys today. Now remember, keep it true love energy, right? Happy, friendly, and loving, because you have nothing to fear, because you are calm, you are cheerful, and Spirit has your back. Also, don't forget to check out the additional video in the comments section. Just some more stuff to help you with your healing process. That might also help. But that's all I have for you guys today. My name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. And I will speak to you next time. Bye.